leaving this house, mister, and you're leaving right now.
What?
I see you can walk.
I can't put any pressure on my leg.
Well, you better try.
She says I'm Kirk Michaels.
You know very well who you are, and if you don't, you better go someplace else and figure it out.
Where do you want me to go?
I don't care where you go, as long as you get out of this house, and right now. Move.
Ow! Ah!
Oh. Come on now. Get up, you're faking. Get up.
Hey, what's going on? What did you do to him?
I was just trying to evict him.
Well, how could you do this to him?
I did what I thought was best.
Get out. Get out of here! Get out! Get out! Get out!
God, Draper, even your plant is dying. Hi, Deborah. Come on in.
Hi, April. How are you?
Oh, hanging in there. Thank you. It's very thoughtful of you.
April, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
I miss him a lot.
You know, he was very special to all of us.
I just can't believe he's dead. Look, I'm really sorry. Take off your coat. Relax. Sit down.
Is there anything I can do?
No, thank you.
Wish there was... April, I wish I had been able to find out the truth before Draper got on that train.
Don't we all? Deborah, I'm sorry. I don't want you to feel at all responsible for anything that's happened.
You know, I keep going over and over the facts in my mind. You know, the pieces were all there. I just wasn't able to put them together fast enough.
Don't do that to yourself. Nothing can change what's happened.
It doesn't make it hurt any less. God, look, what am I talking about? You're the one who's feeling all the pain.
I don't want you to blame yourself for what's happened. Draper's being on that particular train was just a tragic coincidence.
It wasn't fair, April. I feel so frustrated. I'm so damn angry.
Do you want to know something really strange? I don't feel any anger, not even towards Nola Madison.
You'd have every right.
I know she turned my life completely around.
As far as I'm concerned, she's guilty of 2 murders.
I know. But I can't bring myself to hate her. Maybe it's because I'm just too numb.
You could have bounced back, kid.
I know.
You got a little girl now, Julia. She needs you a lot.
I know. Deborah, I owe you a great deal. So does Draper.
So how do you figure that?
Because you were his friend. Because you believed in him even after the jury found him guilty. You never stopped trying to prove his innocence.
A little too late.
No. Well, maybe too late to save Draper's life. But finding out the truth is very important to me.
Well, I guess maybe I was at least able to clear his name.
Yeah. And that means that our daughter, Draper's daughter, won't have to grow up with the stigma of having a murderer for a father. She'll be able to grow up and and be proud of her daddy. And Deborah, believe me, that is very, very, very important.
Right, Greg, well, we're going to be there in half an hour, okay? Bye-bye.
Hello, Nicole.
Geraldine, how was lunch?
Most encouraging. My meeting with Mr. Carstairs went very well indeed.
Well, good.
He expressed every confidence in the new station management and assured me he'd be making no changes in his advertising budget.
Well, at least we get paid this week.
What's on tap for this afternoon?
Well, I have an editing session with Greg. You might want to sit in on it.
Fine.
And then after that, you have a meeting with Paul Jacobson Promotion, followed by a visit with a reporter from Everybody Magazine.
Ah, well, I would like to talk to Mr. Jacobs without having to look at the clock, so I think I'll ask Jenny to change that interview until tomorrow morning.
No, you can't do that, Geraldine.
Oh, I'm sure they'll understand.
You have something on your calendar for tomorrow morning that can't be changed.
Oh. Good Lord, what am I thinking about? Of course. Draper's funeral.
Yeah.
I just hope the events of tomorrow aren't going to be too much of a strain on April.
Well, at least she's going to have everybody there who loves her to console her.
Nicole, bless you and Miles for taking her into your home. I know it's going to be a great comfort to her.
Well, I hope so. I don't know, I think it's the best thing for her right now. Be with us.
Of course. Being surrounded by people you love is terribly important at a time like this.
I agree. I don't know if she wants to be with us. She seems to think that Miles and I should be alone right now. We really haven't had a chance to get back to normal since his illness.
I see.
You know, she asked me to thank you for taking over WMON. It's taken a lot off of her shoulders.
Well, I have something to thank you for today. The loan of Mrs. Goodman.
Oh, sure she's delighted. Adam isn't really a baby anymore. He's quite a handful.
Logan tells me that the agency is sending someone over within a day or two, so we won't be keeping Mrs. Goodman very long.
Good. I'll see you later, okay?
Jaimey, April Scott just had a beautiful little baby girl. And if you're interested, you just let me know and I'll introduce you. You know, don't tell anybody, but I even have a couple of girls on hand for your father. Of course, I'd have to get to know him a little better before I sprung that on him. You know what girls would do to marry a lawyer? Oh, we got company. Don't go away. I'll be right back.
Hi.
Hi. Yeah, can I help you?
Yeah, can I come in?
Oh, no, I'm sorry, lady. I got all the cosmetics I need.
Oh, no, I'm not selling cosmetics.
Well, then I got all the magazines I need.
Obviously, you don't know who I am.
That's a fact.
You happen to be taking care of my little boy. See, I'm Jaimey's mama. My name is Raven Swift. Who are you?
I'm Mrs. Goodman, Jaimey's babysitter.
Ah, nice to meet you. Jaimey! Jaimey! Hello, my little tiger. Well, look, now that we're introduced, could I come in?
Well, Mrs. Saxon didn't tell me anything about company.
Hey, look, I'm not company. I'm the boy's mother. Didn't you expect me?
No, nobody told me to bake a cake.
Huh. Well, I called Mrs. Saxon at the studio and told her I was coming. Maybe she just didn't get the message.
Yeah, well, look, I don't like to take things on my own, you know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe she just forgot about the message. I know she just got this new job and she has a lot of other responsibilities.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's possible, but still,
Look,
you know.
Mrs. Goodman, if I knew the password, I would give it to you. Could I please come in and see my little boy? Please?
Okay, come on in.
Thank you. Hi, Jaimey. Hi.
Look, I didn't mean to give you a hard time, but, you know, I'm only temporary here.
That's okay. Don't apologize. Actually, I feel better knowing that you're taking care of him. Hi. Yeah, I hope you like Mrs. Goodman. She's a very nice lady.
You know, that's a fine boy you've got there.
Yeah.
How old did you say he was, Mrs. Swift?
What is this, a quiz?
Well, let's just say I'm curious.
Jaimey is, a Christmas baby, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Jaimey, how do you like your Christmas present, huh? It came all the way from London. Yeah. Look, wait, I think there's something in here that might dispel a few doubts if it's still in here. Aha.
Well, you were a very beautiful family.
Thank you. We were very happy then, but that was a while ago. That's the bad thing about separation, you know. I can't spend as much time with my little boy as I would like. Oh! I missed you so much. I did. Did you miss me, Jaimey? I bet you did, didn't you?
You sound like you really love that little boy.
Oh, I do. That's why I came back, because I wanted to spend more time with him like we used to.
Oh, are you and Mr. Swift going to patch things up?
I hope so. I hope so. Maybe we'll be a happy family again.
Well, I hope it all works out for you.
Thank you. My marriage is very important to me, and so is my little boy. And that's why I wanted to come back and work things out. Oh. You know, I feel like our future is in our children. I think maybe Jaimey and I will spend the rest of the afternoon together.
Oh, well, let me bring some of his toys out here.
Oh, no. I was thinking maybe I would take him for a little walk.
Well, I had him out this morning.
Yeah, but the air is so nice. Maybe we could go out and it's like spring outside.
Oh, look, I don't think I could let you take him out.
Oh, Mrs. Goodman. I mean, don't you think a mother can take care of her own son?
Oh, sure. I'll go with you.
Well, that's ridiculous. You must be exhausted. You've spent all morning with him. Why don't you go take a little nap, and I'll bring him back in a couple of hours.
No. I was told to keep my eye on this little fella.
Look, I know that Geraldine paid you for babysitting, but I happen to be the boy's mommy, so I'm going to take him out for a walk. Yeah, and that's that. Come on, baby, let's go get your little suit on, and we'll go out and play. It's so nice out. Yeah.
Jaimey, you got a real pushy mother. Hello, Saxon residence.
Mrs. Goodman, this is Geraldine Saxon.
Oh, hi, Mrs. Saxon. You know, I was just thinking of calling you.
How's Jaimey?
He's fine. We got a little unexpected company.
Oh, who?
Well, Mrs. Swift told me you probably forgot to tell me she was going to come over.
Raven is there?
Yeah, she just came in, and I didn't know whether to let her in at first, but it is the boy's mother.
What does she want?
She wants to spend the day with Jaimey. She's getting ready to take him outside.
She what?
They're going over to the park.
Mrs. Goodman, under no circumstances are you to allow her to take that child. Do you understand that?
Yeah, sure, whatever you say. Oh, I hope I didn't do anything wrong.
Would you put her on the phone at once, please?
Yeah, look, Mrs. Swift, somebody on the phone for you.
Yeah, look, could you go in there and button up those little things on his coat for me?
Well, I'd hold off on that. It's Mrs. Saxon.
Geraldine, hi, how are you?
What are you doing there?
I came to visit my little boy.
Mrs. Goodman said you were taking him out.
Yeah, I thought we'd go for a little walk.
Don't you dare take him out of that apartment.
Why not?
Because Logan doesn't want you near that child. You know that.
I have rights, which is more than I can say for you or Logan.
Leave him alone.
He's my son.
And you are in my apartment, and I want you out of there this minute. Do you understand that?
Look, you can't speak to me this way.
Now you listen to me. If I find that you have so much as taken that child into the corridor, so help me, I'll call the police immediately.
Mrs. Goodman, would you open that door? Mrs. Goodman, open the door! Come on, let's go.
Where's Jaimey? Upstairs packing his bags?
Very funny, very funny. Talk about bad timing.
What happened?
Everything was going along just fine. In another 2 minutes, I would have had him right out the door.
But?
The damn phone rang. It was Geraldine.
That woman must be psychic.
It's not funny. You should have heard the way she talked to me. The way she spoke, she would have had bloodhounds hunting me if I would have walked out into the corridor.
Hey, this custody thing is getting rather sticky.
He is my son. He is mine, and they cannot treat me like this.
Listen, I still don't understand why you insist on going to all this trouble.
Because I love that little boy. He is my whole world, Elliot.
Oh, Raven, please don't put on the loving mother facade for me. I know why you want Jaimey back. You want to hurt Logan.
Look, you think what you like, just so long as you help me.
Listen, helping a friend is something, but aiding and abetting is something entirely different.
What are you talking about?
As much as you may tell me that this child snatching is legal, it still sounds like plain and simple kidnapping to me.
I know exactly what I'm doing.
Look, Raven, The only reason I'm joining you in this caper is because I want us to be together. Now, as far as I know, the penal system frowns upon his and her jail cells.
I have told you 100 times, Elliot, I deserve custody of that child. Once he is in my possession, it's perfectly legal.
But you don't have him.
I know. Now Geraldine's suspicious.
That's going to make it more difficult.
What's the matter, darling? Don't you like challenges?
Come on, Draper. Is it really worth it?
Yes. And we are going to try again, and very soon.
Draper.
My little boy is up there, and he belongs with me.
Molly, how could you have done such a thing?
Well, you refused to make him leave, so it was up to me.
But you don't know one end of a gun from another.
I just wanted to scare him.
Well, what if it had gone off? You could have killed him.
Well, it didn't kill him. How is he, anyway?
He's asleep. He's still terribly weak.
He's going to stay terribly weak as long as we furnish him with bed and board.
Well, what you did certainly didn't help his condition.
Well, having that stranger upstairs certainly didn't do my nerves any good either, you know.
Kirk is not a stranger.
Oh, Emily, how can you know that for sure? It was wrong of us to bring that man into this house.
Top of the afternoon to you, ladies.
Oh, Daddy! Daddy, I'm so glad to see you.
Hello, Angel.
Hello, Dr. Gault.
Molly,
I hope your trip was encouraging.
it was informative. Well, I see the house is still in one piece.
Yes. No thanks to your daughter.
What?
We have a big surprise for you, Daddy.
Oh.
Yeah, he's up in the guest room.
And just who is he?
Well, it all happened last night. You see, we heard this noise out in back, and well, Molly thought it was a prowler. She was absolutely sure that someone was coming to ravish us. But,
Emily, are you telling me you took some stranger in?
well, Daddy, he was hurt. I mean, his clothes were a mess, and he looked like he'd been through a fire or something worse. And his face was all cut up.
Dr. Gault, I told Emily first thing, call an ambulance or the police, but she wouldn't listen to me. She insisted we take him in.
Why didn't you call me?
Well, Emily did. She said the hotel clerk said that you'd gone to bed early and that you didn't want to be disturbed.
No, I did no such thing. I was in the dining room having a late supper with Dr. Finch.
Well, they probably just got the rooms mixed up. But that doesn't matter, Daddy. You see, I took the best care of him that I could because I knew that you'd be coming home this afternoon and that you could help him.
Well, this is quite a welcome home surprise. Somebody stumbles into our backyard, and you can't think of a better reason than to have your old father home than to patch him up.
Dr. Gault, I'll call the police right
No,
now.
Molly, don't!
Molly! Emily,
All right.
you're just like your mother, entirely too trusting.
But, Daddy, I know who this man is, and I know why he came here. It's because he wanted to see me again.
See you?
Emily thinks this is some sort of reunion.
It's Kirk, Daddy.
What?
It's Kirk Michaels upstairs in that bedroom. He's come back, Daddy. After all these years, he's come back. He must have hurt his leg, Daddy, because when he got up before, he was limping.
It can't be Kirk. It simply can't be.
Well, I could hardly believe it myself at first. I thought he was gone forever.
Emily, stop it. This is not who you think it is.
Oh, no, Daddy, that is Kirk. I know it's him.
Did this man say he was Kirk Michaels?
Well, no. But I told you he had a head injury, and he can't remember too much about the past.
Emily, You want this man to be Kirk Michaels. So you've decided it's him. That's what's happened.
No.
He doesn't look like the Kirk Michaels I remember.
Well, it was 10 years ago, Daddy. He was just a boy when he left. Look, I found this old photo of him. Now, you've got to see that it's him. It is him.
Emily, please believe me. The man in that bed is not Kirk Michaels.
Well, how can you be so sure?
I just am, that's all. If it is Kirk, why would he decide to return now? It doesn't make any sense.
Well, that doesn't matter to me. All I care about is that he's come back now. And he's come back because he still loves me.